Hi, if you've never used Seesaw before and you're interested in getting started with Seesaw with your students and they are already seasoned users of Google and are able to log in on their own, then the method that I'm going to show you is how they can log in and join your classroom using their Google account. So the first thing that we need to do is go to app.seesaw.me and it will take you to this page. If you've never had an account before, make sure that you click I'm a teacher, and then you will need to click create account. My recommendation is to go to the bottom and teacher sign up with Google. That's flat out the easiest method. Since I already have a Google account, I'm going to go to the sign in tab and teacher sign in with Google. You'll definitely get these pop-up pages and you'll need to go ahead and agree and click on the account that you're going to use. So now that I'm in here to create an actual class, I'm going to click on my name up the upper left-hand corner. And you notice I already have some other classes that I've used this for professional learning. I'm going to create a new class. Now you'll notice here that you have a couple of different options. I can import my students from a Google Classroom, which is super convenient, or I can simply go in and choose the grade level that I'm teaching, and then I can go a different route and bring the kids in that way. So actually I'm going to show you both. So if I choose import from Google Classroom, since I've already done this before, it's actually skipping a step. What it will do, it's going to ask for permission to look at your accounts and go ahead and give it permission. Just go ahead and say yes. Then what you're going to have to do is you'll have to choose which class or classes that you would like to pull in from your Google Classroom. So the one that I had chosen that I had done before was my digital coach class. So let's say I'm going to choose a different class now. I'll choose Barrow Build Instructional Coaches. And because they're adults, I'm going to choose Other and Import Classes. So import was successful, and you can see these are all of the people who are in that class. And if I go into my gear in here, and then I go down to manage students, I can see all the different students who are in that class. So I can click, for example, David Beeland. I can see his email. You notice that I cannot see his password. So David Beeland can go ahead now and log in to Seesaw with his Google account, and he should already be connected into this class. So that's one method that you have of going in and pulling in your students. There is a different method though that you can do with an actual code. So let's say that you already have all of your students in your Seesaw class because you've brought them in this way. But maybe you need to add in a couple of other students for some reason. How do you do that? Well, the first thing is got to go to the gear. One thing that we really need to do, especially with kids who are younger, is we don't want adults or siblings to be able to see the work of other students. We need to protect their privacy. So always make sure that you go to that gear, scroll down to students and see where students can see each other's work, and toggle this so it's gray, and then confirm that change. This just helps protect the privacy of our other students. So now, if I need to have the ability to invite someone else into this class, all I do is I go down to students, and this will pop up. And you notice that it gives me a code. So this code is good through April 7th. So it expires in just a few days, not too many days. And so if they didn't use the code before it expired, that's okay. You can just come back in here and it will create a new code. You notice it says, for security reasons, don't share the code on social media. So if it's just one or two students who need this, or even adults for that matter, just copy the code and then you send them that code, and that's how they get into that classroom. Now, for them to be able to get into this classroom, they have to sign in with their Google account. And so to do that, let me just hop onto a different profile real quickly. So again, I'm going to go to app.seesaw.me. And this time I'm going to select I'm a student. And I'm already signed in with Google, so I shouldn't need to hit sign in with Google, but I'm going to put the text code here that it gave me and click go. And then it says don't have a Google account, so continue with Google. Yes. And now I'm a member of that Bearable Instructional Coaches Classroom. But you notice I can't see other students in the class as I could as a teacher, where I can see other people. So if you do need to add someone else, that's not a problem. You just need to remember to go down to students, grab the code, and send them that code. They will have to log in with their Google account. So I hope that you have found this helpful.